Tip-off goes to Houston. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Aldridge and Lopez are down low. Damian Lillard out there with a floater. And it's Batum in at the 3.
Nice way for him to get started here early.
And guys, hopefully a sign of things to come from him here. Patrick Beverley is absolutely a hound dog defensively. He's got so much pit bull in him and how he goes about defending people at that guard spot. He's not a big playmaker or scorer. He's basically a three-point shooter and a defensive specialist.
And a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Here's Lillard. Right now averaging 21 points a game. Harden kicks to Beverly. Kicks it out to Jones. Uncovered. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And here's Portland. 4-point game. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
We played just over a minute here in the first. Ariza outside. He feeds it to Maniunas. Back to Ariza. And Beverly kicks to Harden. And the 3 ball is good.
Oh, the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. Here's Aldridge. Takes it off the glass.
Good possession there, resulting in the easy one down low.
For Houston, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Harden's shot is good.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Well, the Rockets, wouldn't you say, are really to be commended, Clark, for rebuilding this team without tearing it down to the studs or tanking, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. I mean, they've improved dramatically with Harden and Howard. But this is a team that's held a winning record in the West now for 8 straight seasons. That's pretty impressive.
It is. Pass to Aflalo. Puts it up from 15. Here's Lopez, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play. And the Rockets showed great patience and planning over time, freeing up cap space, acquiring young assets. That enabled them to trade for James Harden and, of course, attract Dwight Howard in free agency, too.
Here's Aflalo. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Kicks it to Beverly from downtown, and another 3 for Houston.
And this Rockets team, for all of its success, is still young, still developing that chemistry, but make no mistake, they've elevated themselves from playoff contender to potential title contender. I think exciting times are certainly in store in Houston.
Houston making some changes. Smith comes in for Maniunas, and it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Leonard, he's checked in for Lopez. Joel Freeland comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. Terry, the pass to Harden. Finished off the break. Harden's got 9 points.
What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh, man, that's awesome. He's taking him to school right there.
Here's Freeland. Plays it up and banks it in.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Got a piece of it. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And he gets it to go. Blake's got his first basket.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
On the basket by Jones.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
I'll tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
Portland shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
And the team free throw numbers for this club for this season, very impressive. About 80% from the line.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year, but just a tad worse, so not too bad.
19 seconds left in the first. And the call will be against Steve Blake. That's his first foul. It's tipped and stolen by Lillard.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
It's stolen by Jones. Here's Harden. And it's Houston with another. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
They've got Corey Brewer, Maniunas out there with Smith. And there's Terry, and it's Prigioni in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. They trail by 3. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That'll be game 4 of this 6-game road trip. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And there's an intentional foul, but I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
It's tough to explain that one. It looks like he just lost his focus.
It's deflected. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball.
Right here, Kevin, over these last 10 games on the Trailblazers schedule, this is how they stack up compared to the rest of the league. First in free throw percentage, second in three-point field goal percentage. And they also show up as a top 5 rebounding team.
And anytime you lead the league in free throw shooting, as you talked about, Mark, you can put a lot of pressure on the defense. And that's why this team has made a concerted effort to attack the rim and get to the line as often as possible.
Brewer with the ball. Now guarded by Aflalo. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from 8. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Beverly. Beverly's got 5 assists tonight.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Blake. Here's Aldridge. Banked in off the glass.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play. That's the risk you run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
Lopez, he's checked in for Chris Cannon. And Smith with the stuff. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Now here's Aflalo, averaging 14 points a game.
Not the best shot. Long range and with a defender right in his space.
And defensively, that's the kind of work he's known for. I mean, he loves to lock you up.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, gentlemen, there is no doubting LaMarcus Aldridge has emerged as a leader for this Blazers team. As Coach Stott said, this is his team. He's taken a leadership role. He's more vocal, everybody looks up to him, and he has the respect of all the players. And guys, Aldridge is a multiple-time All-Star, but it's the intangibles he's brought that have made all the difference.
Great stuff, Doris. Thanks. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
Well, looking back at that last game between these two teams, they lost the game. I thought the difference was they were badly out-rebounded inside, and it's so tough to win a game when you can't secure that ball.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Maniunas, and James Harden subbed in for Pablo Prigioni. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Steve Blake. 1:51 left in the first half of the game. And Clark, talking about rebounding, I'm sure that this team has been reminded of that by the coaching staff.
Without question. You can't be surprised to see them really crash the boards in this one. They needed to get some second chance points, and their defense needed to limit the offensive rebounds at the other end. Definitely that was a focus for them, controlling and handling both backboards.
James Harden with the most famous beard in the NBA. In fact, he leaves his barber in charge of trimming it, so you can give him all the credit, or maybe the blame, depending on how you look at it.
Batum, so the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And Harden, a relatively quiet demeanor. Some have even said moody, but clearly he's embraced his new leading role in Houston.
And he said as much himself. He looks at the Rockets as his team, and you can see it in his demeanor on the court. With that leadership comes responsibility, and I think he's ready to continue to step into that.
Got that one up quick. Harden's got 14 points for the game.
Well, he's clearly feeling it, Clark, coming off that fantastic game last time out.
A follow goes in. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Well, he shoots the ball with a lot of confidence from the line. He's very comfortable there, 84% on the season.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season. You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
And Brewer kicks to Harden. Buries it down low. And now a 4-point Rocket lead.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Well, this group of shooting guards has given us a little bit of something extra lately, including excellent rebounding, so you can see those numbers. James Harden, number 1.
And you know what he gives away in terms of size to other big men down low, he makes up for with his agility and determination. That's what makes him such an outstanding rebounder.
Yeah, I'd like to go back to one thing you said there, Steve, is determination. You can't be as good a rebounder as he is from the 2-guard spot without significant determination and effort. I mean, and he brings it every night.
And he gets the bucket. Harden's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Poke loose. Batum with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Flowers running. Lillard misses.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides. And he was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist. And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hang on to it.
And that's probably what they're going to do here.
And Batum kicks to Aflalo. Drills it from outside. Aflalo's got 9 points.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Here's Harden. No good on the buzzer beater.
Josh, you got...
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.